When we spoke last, you asked me outright if I had found God yet, or if I was still searching. No sooner than the words had left your mouth, you immediately took a small step back, almost as though you yourself had been surprised by your own bluntness. As awkward as it has been for me on a few occasions, it is one of the things I've grown to appreciate most about you. I would say that your heart speaks up before your head can get in the way. And to hear one's heart the way you do is something to be coveted. It's so easy to become so deeply entangled in one's thoughts, the head, that the heart gets lost, as mine did. And everything that results loses its meaning. Meaning, just as morality, is not derived from thought so much as it is felt. And often the head only serves to cloud our feelings, drawing an invalid correlation between truth and reason. I think it is this state of cognitive dissonance that lies at the root of my most severe failures. I was trying so hard to make sense of everything, to exercise control, that I forgot how to listen to my heart. On some level, I was always aware of the growing disconnect, a fertile bed for anxiety, depression, self-loathing. But the mind can be very convincing. And reasoning one's way out of one's own reasoning can only be a self-destructive process. And maybe that's the point. Maybe it is a destruction of self that is necessary before meaning can be found. For me, that is the letting go, a recognition of the futility of imposing self over everything else. Of course, recognizing is one thing, and manifesting completely another. My head is obviously still angling for leverage, but it has been well demonstrated that there is no clear division between the mind and the body. The two are thoroughly intertwined and mutually dependent upon each other. So maybe it is this contest, the tension that exists between the two, that is the basis for our entire existence. It is the very fact that my head is at odds with my heart that actually gives rise to meaning. Without doubt, without question, there could be no true basis for belief. Belief itself, as a concept, depends on the existence of its counter, doubt residing between the two, the tension between. Doubt is the basis for our contemplation of anything and everything. All cognitive perception is entirely in terms of differences and similarities. In other words, we are entirely relational. Everything we experience is in comparison to something else. Which is why attention, or the attention we pay, is a moral act, as Ian McGilchrist has suggested. The things we choose to look at, what and who we surround ourselves with, become our basis for comparison, which defines our very ability to comprehend what is. I think about this heavily every time my son asks to watch something on the TV or online. It's almost as though I hear him asking, "Hey, Pop, can we add this to my basis for comparison?" A new tint that will unavoidably affect the way he sees and experiences everything. It's a moral choice that far too often has been left to chance. And it's one thing to realize the gravity of this as it pertains to my son, and completely another to remember that the same truth must always apply to me. That when I'm tired and allow what I tell myself is rest, I often abdicate responsibility for choosing what will shape my reality. Everything we experience, consciously or otherwise, is fed into this Bayesian inference system that is constantly updating our perception of what is and what could be. And it is the what could be that is all consuming. Because there is no being, there is only becoming. That is where life thrives, not in the present, but in what is possible when you believe.